Here is my quick playthrough guide for the new treasure map for the 10th anniversary versus Kaido and Big Mom with my optimized teams. Versus the Intrusion battle, we need 3 specific supports. Mr. 3 and Miss Golden Week on Uta for damage reduction for stage number 3 and the after defeat hit, and then Kizuna Rare Recruit Morley on Robin and V2 Whitebeard on Ace to reduce 4 turns of despair in the final stage as well. I have placed treasure map Capone in the bottom right so he can evade the blowaway in stage 2, and then we want to activate V16 plus Bonnie, the crewmate one, to manipulate all of the slots to RCV, remove special bind and gain damage, and then we want to activate Robin to remove resilience. Might as well activate the Bonnie super type as well, we have access to it but it's not necessary, and then after that super easily defeat Blackbeard for the first time by attacking with color advantage and proceed. Having Ace as captain is extremely helpful to resist the special rewind when it happens, and we also need maximum despair and bind sockets. I'm also using the Grand Tesoro ship to gain more HP, so we can survive the after defeat hit from Blackbeard easier after we defeat him. Make certain you place Uta in the bottom row so she can evade bind, and then we can activate her twice to completely remove bind, despair, reduce defense up by 100% and gain a conditional attack boost. Then we want to activate Ace's special. Of course you can go through the action special, try to get an excellent for increased damage. He will manipulate all of the paralysis slots into guaranteed matching. They won't be matching because of the type slot debuff, but that's fine. He will also increase our damage of course. And now we want to activate our friend Captain Bonnie to manipulate the non-matching deck slots from Ace into guaranteed matching RCV. And now we are ready to attack Blackbeard. Consume some RCV slots as well if you want to be super safe that you will survive the end of turn damage. And we do to clear the quest. Versus Eneru, we are going to use point event Uta as captain. The friend captain will be age 70 Luffy, which is very important so he can help us resist the special rewind in the final stage. For our specials, we want to activate point event Uta twice, we need her double special activation, to reduce the enemy's defense by 100% without removing it and activating the interruption. She also provides damage. Then Summer Treasure Map Frankie is awesome because he can provide a chain lock in between the chain debuffs that can also survive through intimidation, and on top of that, with his sailor ability he removes blindness. Then Capone will give us the full board of matching slots, and if you want more damage, you could have activated Luffy beforehand. But it's absolutely fine, we can beat either way, and you don't need Nami, you can replace her with whatever you like. Versus Crocodile, I will use Bone Clay as double captain, but he doesn't get special cooldown reduction in this quest. I have his limit break ability to reduce his own special cooldown at the start of the quest maxed out, that's why we are getting his special, and of course the anniversary ship also helps. We need 2 specific supports, 20th anniversary rare recruit strength Nami on Zoro, and any Luffy support on Sanji. Treasure Map Akainu is super helpful here because he has the limit break ability to reduce special limit, which is necessary for us to clear. Akainu also applies burn to the enemy so we can deal with Crocodile's paralysis, just activate him after Jinbe for the better conditional attack boost. We are going to activate the new rare recruit Zoro twice to reduce threshold by 6 turns, and rare recruit strength Nami support will reduce the 1 extra turn, but don't worry, you can just replace that combo with treasure map Mugiwara 56 Sai Zoro, he does the job as well. Raid Summer Jinbe comes next with his double special activation. He can completely remove the enemy's damage reduction, provide the conditional attack boost if we don't have it from Akainu, and remove paralysis, which will be applied after the interruption. Then we just want to activate Sanji and Bone Clay, mainly for damage and better slots. You can remove the barriers with Sanji, but it doesn't really matter since Crocodile has a locked target and we need the turn to end for the burn to take effect and get rid of him because of his resilience. So make certain you consume some RCV slots from Bone Clay so you can 100% survive the damage. I'm not sure if it is fixed damage or percentage damage, so an HP cut. If it is percentage damage it doesn't matter, but just to be safe. And of course, now that we survived, the barriers are gone, Crocodile is gone, we can just clear the quest. Versus Katakuri, I will actually use a non-boosted unit in the treasure map, V2 Hiyori, so we can get the right slots in the final stage. Nami and Karina with their super swap is a great replacement and a boosted unit, or you can just use any unit you want that can help you with slots in the final stage, so you avoid the debuff. Be careful, our specials start from stage 2 here. We want to activate the 5+ CP0 we have as a crewmate, and then turn them into a captain. Now, because we have a full cerebral team, which is highly important to get their super type, we want to activate the super type, disable the captain switch, and now we also activate Kobe. And after that we have 3 turns of chain boundaries and 3 turns of a chain boost to super easily deal with the chain debuffs in the final stage. Just make certain you can defeat everyone in stage 2 immediately to proceed and maintain the chain boundaries and the chain boost. Hiyori, even though she's not a boosted unit in the treasure map, will easily get her special because the 10th anniversary ship helps a lot as well, so don't worry about that. And in stage 3, we want to activate Bonnie first to deal with special bind on all of our units and get a color affinity boost. Then we want to activate the other CP0 unit, the friend captain, to deal with the chain coefficient reduction. The other super type is not important. Hiyori for the full board of Wano slots to avoid the attack down on specific slots buff Katakuri has essentially. And then we want to super swap Carrot to Wanda for a universal attack boost for this team that is uninterruptible, and then activate them for an orb boost. Break the barrier and super easily defeat Katakuri. Versus Doflamingo, we are going to use V1 Rayleigh as support on our treasure map Luffy here, so we can remove the 1 extra turn of bind alongside sockets and the Nami Carrot special. But our actions also start from stage 2. Activate the EX super of our friend captain, the new Gear 5 Luffy, and then Robin. Essentially, we will get enough damage from Robin to defeat everyone super easily, and we also get healing from both actions, so we can activate enough specials and very comfortably deal with the debuffs, but also get enough damage to defeat Doflamingo, even through the pain and the HP cut. Make certain your units have enough removal from limit break abilities to deal with RCV bind and increase damage taken after the interruption. Moria has both of these abilities and he's also free to play. Rayleigh activates, sockets take action, and then we want to activate Nami and Carrot. They will heal us, which is great, essentially they provide their special for free, manipulate the block slots, and provide us with chain boundaries while also removing the rest of the bind from the left column. Then we want to activate Luffy to again manipulate the block slots after the interruption, but also remove attack down. After that, if you want and can with your HP, you can activate more specials. You can replace the new rare recruit Sanji with another unique straw hat to allow the friend captain Luffy access to his EX super, and then we super easily clear the quest. Versus the main boss, Kaido and Big Mom, we are going to use Ace as captain and Roger as friend captain. Both of them will gain access to their EX super. With this team, I have very specific supports to deal with attack down in stage 2. So we are going to use rare recruit strength Jozu on Ace, treasure map rare recruit int Hyogoro on Luffy, treasure map rare recruit int Shiryu on Blackbeard, and Kizuna rare recruit Morley on Robin. In case you do not have that combo, just replace either Blackbeard or Robin with another attack down remover, Roger if you have him for example. And the first thing we want to do in stage 2 is activate Shanks. You can also go through his action special if you want, but he will actually provide us with a color affinity boost to help with damage that can survive through intimidation, and more importantly, remove the enemy's barrier completely. He also has the limit break ability to remove hunger, which is needed, and then we are going to activate Treasure Map Legend Luffy. he will provide our bottom and top rows, our dex units, we want to place them there, with rainbow slots for the final stage, and Hyogoro will activate removing attack down. Activate Blackbeard as well to apply increased damage taken, and you can also reapply it in the next stage if you hit enough perfects. And finally Roger's EX Super just to gain more damage. Maintain some rainbow slots on your dex units and attack with the middle row units and Roger to easily defeat the enemies here. And the reason we want rainbow slots in the final stage is essentially to avoid the slot debuff that weakens our slots. It does not apply to rainbow ones. Ace as captain also helps us resist special rewind, of course. And what we want to do in the final stage is first activate Roger, so he can deal with attack down and provide us with a Color Affinity boost. Then activate Ace, so we can increase our damage and completely remove the damage nullification shield. The timing of his action special doesn't really matter, but the better it is, the more damage you will do. Activate his EX Super 2 for even more damage. And finally Robin to remove resilience. And on the units that have the rainbow slots, you can also use Rush Sugo abilities or Super Tandem abilities for more damage, as you please. And have in mind, if you do replace Robin, use the Dawn Krieg ship instead of the 10th anniversary ship, so you can gain end of turn damage and deal with resilience in the final stage. And that is my playthrough guide with my optimized teams for the 10th anniversary treasure map. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.